Dick and Boonies Podcast.
Richard, come together again. We're all about the leather and the tasty gems. We would like to invite you in the silly minds we live in. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Dick and Boonies Podcast. My name's Richard, but you guys can call me Dick. Cam couldn't make it again today because he has a job that pays and this one doesn't. And probably will never, actually. For those of you who are watching, the man sitting next to me is many things, but he is my, and I guess depends on how you look at it, he's either my first or second brother, really depending on the way you think about it.
Well, you know, I became your brother at about the same time as your other brother, but
do you know what I mean? Like, you could either be...
I'm closest to your age.
But Gordon was first.
Well, we were your brother at the exact same time. I was just the younger of the two brothers that happened to become your brothers the moment you were born.
Oh, I guess that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, we were here. We were here ready for you.
But so what do I say? Like, you're my older brother or you're my
I'm the younger of your older brothers.
You're the younger of the older or the second to youngest?
I'm the second to youngest too of all of us.
Okay, hold on a second.
Brothers and sisters, all siblings.
Yeah, let's take that off.
That, by the way, was a present.
Hold on, we're gonna get to it.
Cool.
Hi. Whoa. Oh, this thing is crispy.
Hot mic.
It's crackling. Is it? Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, my voice, I don't mind my voice so bad when it's through something like this.
I wonder...
I'm a little froggy, but it's all right.
Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, it's buzzing like...
Is it?
I wonder...
I hear a little bit of buzz, yeah.
Do you? Do you think it's coming through?
Maybe it's one of these mic cables that you...
Oh, no.
Maybe it's my new heart piece.
Hold
no!
on. I'll tell you.
Do you think it's coming into the sound?
Hold on 1 second, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Oh.
It's definitely your mic.
It's mine?
Yeah, it's real noisy.
But this cable, I haven't changed.
It stopped.
You fixed it. You grounded it.
This cable's dog shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to do...
Oh, is that one of the ones I got to replace because Tycho?
Yeah, so God damn it,
Just
Ben.
leave it how it is. It's fine.
Okay, so this is my brother Ben, and the reason why he is here, well, other than the fact that Cam again isn't here, we did have a scheduled guest who will appear next week. Ben, I was gonna have on probably in a couple of weeks from now. I wanted to give him a little bit more time to heal, and by heal, I mean you just had open heart surgery.
Hell yeah, man.
Open heart surgery.
No joke. I am not used to this kind of shit. No.
Okay, so here's the deal. I wanted to have Ben on for a proper interview with Cam where we could get super silly, loud, and do darts that are sharp that are.
I'm saving it, man.
But tonight I really wanted our close friends and family, I wanted to give them an opportunity to sort of go through the journey with you. I know just by hearing your voice, it's probably already making them feel better.
Oh, yeah.
Because social media doesn't cut it. Text messages don't cut it. You're not going to talk to everybody on the phone. And I know you have a huge friend base. You're not talking to everyone. And we obviously have a large family. I just wanted you to take us through the process. And I do have a couple of fun little things planned.
Right.
But the majority of this, I wanted to talk about your... open heart surgery, and I'm so glad that, I mean, we're 8 days out?
We're actually 13 days out. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks from date of the surgery.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I've been home for about almost 8
That's what
days.
It was.
Yeah.
You've been home for 8 days. So what the fuck happened? At what point did you realize that you possibly were having an issue?
Well, I never knew I was having an issue. I never felt anything. You know, if I really want to look back at, I would get cramps running, you know, a little more than anyone else would. I guess maybe that might have been a sign.
Oh, like as a child?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was really just non-symptomatic. But I remember I had to get a physical for something, for like a job, if I was going to be driving for a job. And I went what it was, I went to urgent care. I forget. I wasn't feeling good, but I had to go to urgent care. And they took my vitals and they listened to my heartbeat. And they...
You just made it worse.
I know, dude.
Dude,
Because it was...
it was fine, and you just made it worse.
I'm aware, Taylor. I didn't do it because I wanted to make it worse, right?
Oh, I'm going to give myself a nosebleed. There's better. You got it. So I'm at urgent care to get... I forget why I was there. Totally forget. But what I do remember was they listened to my heart, and they're just like, hold on one sec. And then they bring someone else in, and they're like, oh, do you hear that? And then they're like, get everyone in here. And it's just like a conveyor belt of everyone coming in. Listen to that. Listen to that.
So hold on. Did you say? I think the little headset thing threw me off. At when was this?
This must have been 10 years ago.
And you
not
went
more.
and what did you go for?
I don't remember. It was
okay.
It was just at the urgent care, but it was at that urgent care by Safeway on 48th Street and Indian School.
Okay.
And they literally brought in like the assistant, all the new employees, just everyone to listen to my heart. And they were like, I want you to listen to this, see if you recognize anything. And no one did. And it was just a real intense murmur, I guess is what it was. But I've had physicals before. I've been to urgent care before. I've had people listen to my heart before. For some reason, they caught it and were like, what the hell's going on? From what I understand, there was a swoosh in my heartbeat, like a boop, 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 like a wheek. I guess
it's because you're a musician. Yeah.
So, after that, I kind of just was like, okay, whatever. They're like, you need to go to a cardiologist and get this looked at. And I was like, oh no, I don't. And I had a girlfriend at the time that started hassling me about it. She was like, well, they said you need to go to the cardiologist. And I'm like, oh my God, fine. And so I went. This was probably almost 10 years ago.
Wow.
And I get an appointment to go to the cardiologist. I go in there. They take a bunch of tests, do an echocardiogram, a sonogram, where they put like little bubbles through to make sure there's no holes in your heart. And they do all the tests just to take a look. And then the main thing is like the ultrasound, so the cardiologist can look at it and see what's going on.
Did you have insurance?
Yeah, I did. I was working at Talking Stick at the time,
good.
so I had good insurance.
Nice.
And then I remember I had an appointment to go back and go over the results, and I was just like, this is stupid, and there's nothing wrong with my heart. They're just I don't know what they're gonna tell me. And then I go back, and the doctor's just like, well, it's just one of the most mellow heart diseases you can have. I'm like, what? Heart disease? And he was like, oh, it's common, it's nothing. You're probably gonna have to get surgery eventually, but it's we just make an appointment for you in a year and keep an eye on it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. So that stressed me out, but I'm really good, which isn't a good thing, but I'm really good at just like putting things away. And I'm like, whatever. I'll just forget that ever happened.
Procrastinating? Does that fit in there?
Yeah, procrastinating, absolutely.
It's in that pocket. Wherever that is in the brain, where you can compartmentalize like really bad, terrible things, but also procrastination's in there.
Oh my God, I'm the worst at procrastinating.
You are, dude.
We'll talk about that one day when I'm, let's just not talk about. I'm just kidding. So
no, we'll do that on the next one.
Years go by. I go see them every now and then, or at least I go twice, and they go, okay, everything's looking good, and then I go like a year later, everything's looking good, and then I just don't go for a long time. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. I'll be all right. I got a heart disease. So what he told me I had, by the way, because that's important, is called bicuspid aortic valve disease. So it means your aortic valve is a big old valve feeding. The heart pumps blood into your aorta, and then it goes throughout your body. And mine, the valve is supposed to look like a Mercedes symbol with 3 leaflets that open and close.
Right.
Mine, 2 of them are fused together, and it's just all floppy. It's just
Mine's a Bentley symbol, dude. I don't know.
So every time my heart pumps, it has to work harder to get oxygen through my body.
Right.
And it's like a little jet shooting to the side of my aorta, and it's just like stressing out my aorta.
Right.
So what they worry about is it wearing away basically on the walls of your aorta. So
because it's a strong stream in a one spot kind of, right?
yeah, and it's not flowing all nice,
Oh man.
through the whole thing. So it's kind of shooting against one side.
My chest is hurting.
Yeah, and
Thinking about it. Oh god, I'm such a bitch. Ben's got a fucking like 12-inch incision wound, and I'm like, my heart hurts.
Oh no, but I would have weird moments. I would smoke weed or something, and then just get horrible anxiety.
But that's
and start thinking about it, and then my heart. I know other people that have had weird heart things when they smoke weed.
me.
Yeah, and but it would freak me out. And it was pure anxiety because I
Yeah.
knew there was something wrong in there.
For sure.
And then I would start visualizing it pumping on the side, and then shooting a hole through, and then blood just bleeding, and then me just dying.
I don't miss weed at all. I don't miss it at all because even the good weed times, you really are so like focused in. I can't do that anymore.
I miss it.
I don't miss it at all. It gives me anxiety thinking about being in that state of mind.
Yeah.
Like I like the release that like opiates and downers give you.
I don't miss opiates at all. Oh no, do I not miss that at all?
I can't say that I don't.
And I'm going to get to that part of the story too.
Are you?
To the process. Only what I dealt with this last week. Not fun.
Okay.
So go to smoked weed, got scared.
We got scared.
Went years without going to the doctor. Just put it on the backside. Had years without insurance. I was just like, I can't deal with this right now.
Yeah.
And about a year and a half ago, I started really having symptoms. My heart started doing weird shit. It would just start fluttering, which I guess is AFib, and that's not good. I didn't know what it was. I would get lightheaded, and just every night I couldn't lay on my left side. I'd feel my heart beating through my chest, and I realized, okay, this is obviously I'm having symptoms from my heart disease, and this is not cool. And then I started dating Patty, and
Patty.
and I told her, this is my South American girlfriend, and we're together now. She's wonderful. She's an angel. She's in the other room.
She is absolutely amazing, and I will get into more of that when we talk about like the surgery and all that stuff. She was insane. And you said it was AFib?
AFib is, I guess, when your heart starts doing this weird flutter and just.
I thought that was a bug that was on plants.
Don't be fibbing about your.
That's an
aphid.
Aphid. That is an aphid. Yeah, they leave the little yellow eggs.
I was thinking of that joke the entire time you said it, and I just needed to throw it in. It's not a good joke, and who cares? But I needed to say it. Okay, so your heart was a fluttering. Oh, you know what the fun thing was? Is you would be like, hey, look at my heart.
Oh, yeah.
And you would take your shirt off, and I've never seen this in my entire life. You could actually see your heart literally beating.
It wasn't good, man.
And I would be like, oh my God, it looked like you could just touch it, like almost like you had no sternum almost, and you could just touch your heart. It was really grotesque almost.
Yeah, that would happen when I'd be really active. I'd try and work out. If I did any kind of real... put a lot of energy into something and
like
really
clean out
exerted.
Clean out the cat box.
Oh, God, yeah. Clean up anything around here that's easy to do. No. I remember I tried to work out, and it was like after 3 minutes, I was just like, oh, shit, this is not good. It won't stop. And that's when I ran to you, and I was like, check this out, Richard.
Oh, is that when that was?
And it's like it starts hurting my head. I get lightheaded.
It was terrifying, really. Yeah. I was like, that's not good.
So I was talking to Patty about this because we, had the long distance relationship. Patty. And she was like, you have to go. And we kind of went over a few things that I needed to do before she came to visit, and that was one of them. So I go down to the damn cardiologist now that I'm insured again. I work at the Four Seasons and I have good insurance again. go down to my damn cardiologist. He's in another location, and he sees me. He's like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And this guy,
He's like, "You're still alive, you fuck."
This guy remembers my heart.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so I go see him. I do a couple tests. I forget. I think I saw him once, and then just so he could listen to it. And then I reschedule another appointment where he could like really listen, and they do the ultrasound. They do a stress test where I'm running on a treadmill. And so I start off doing the treadmill, run on the treadmill.
It'd be so funny if they just had a cat box there and they're like, clean the litter. Let's see what happens.
I can't do it, man. It's like, you haven't even started. Oh, I can't do it, man. So
Gives me anxiety.
so I do this stress test, and no joke, my heart and after
Yeah.
a certain amount of time I'm like, okay, my chest hurts, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, sit down, you're fine. I was like, okay, it's probably normal, people's chest hurts when they run. I don't think it's normal.
No.
So then I sat in the waiting waiting room for another hour, and then they brought me in for my ultrasound, and I'm just like, oh yeah, as they rub the juice on me, and I'm just like, oh, love this. And then they're halfway
Did you
through that.
fuck your doctor?
You know, it was weird because there was this girl doing it.
Oh, really?
Tits?
There was
big
this
tits?
girl doing it, probably, but there was this other guy at the foot of my bed, and he's like on a computer just like looking at this screen, and it's all just right there by my feet. And so I'm focusing on that. I'm looking at every button he's clicking. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if there's like someone's name on there, because it ain't my shit that he's doing. They're doing my shit over here. But he's just on a computer, just like dragging files. I was like, what is going on? Halfway through that, some
Were you
lady.
stoned? You got high before this?
No, I wasn't stoned. I couldn't even drink a coffee like 24 hours a day before. So then all of a sudden, halfway through this, they open the door. And they're like, we don't have to finish this test. And I'm like, what?
Oh, no.
And they're like, we're not going to do the next test either. You don't have to come see us in a couple weeks. The doctor wants to see you. I'm like, shit.
Oh, no.
What is that? So they put me in another room, and I'm just sitting there.
Oh, my God.
And at this point, like,
Was Mom with you at this one?
no, I went on my own.
Oh, good.
Um,
All by yourself at a
and-
fucking...
And I'm just sitting there in this doctor's office, you know, one of those little rooms. Another one, the fourth one I'd been in during this stay. And I am nervous, and my head's starting to pound. And when I'm stuck in a room for a long period of time, I don't feel good anyway, you know. So I'm just like, I'm just feeling like crap. And then the doctor comes in. He's like, yeah, looks like we got to do it. And I was like, do what? He's like, we got to get the surgery, man.
Cut
I was
your
like,
penis off.
I was like, oh man, but I love my penis. I mean, he's like, we got to do it.
He's the penis brother. If you're a long time, if you're from Scat Chase, this is the big penis brother.
Yeah.
Ben kind of was like part of the crew for like
I'll own that.
2 weeks, and of course you'll own that.
Yeah, I'm gonna own that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hereby own that.
So I'm actually kind of surprised the shorts you're wearing tonight, because maybe a little bit of the maybe a little.
Mangina. Mangina.
Does it get a lot bigger post
Oh,
flaccid?
I'm a grower, not so much a shower, honestly.
No, I think you're just used to how large it is unerect.
These last 2 weeks, the
Oh.
fucker almost disappeared.
Oh, well, you've been on a lot of. You've had lack of blood.
And it was
It's like your body's like this is all for pleasure and like procreation. You're like 40, so like fuck it.
just a little purple dome.
Was getting up push?
Just
Really?
a little purple dome. And it's like, I don't know why everything shrivels up and I'm uncircumcised. And it's not like an anteater dome. It's just like the purple dome, and everything else is just like I don't know, like a slinky that's been, but even more so.
Yeah. Hey, Aunt Christy. Aunt Christy, that was for you. Just
And they shaved. So before I went in.
Oh my god, that was so silly. Okay, so they say get the surgery. I don't want to get off track.
Okay, sorry.
I don't want to get off track.
So yeah, they say get the surgery.
That was my bad, by the way.
And I just go white. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. He was talking to me about all this crap, and I was like, okay. He's like,
Like that classic movie scene where they start telling you crazy shit,
and
you
it's just
sort of
wah
like,
wah wah wah
Yeah.
wah 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 wah.
yeah.
And he's like, there's only 2 surgeons in the area that I want to touch you at all. And I was That didn't sound right.
No, it
Okay,
didn't.
whatever. There's
got a
only
couple-
2 surgeons
that I
in
wanna
the
touch.
area that I want to touch your heart. And so anyway, they'd say shit and stuff and things and all that kind of stuff, and so I leave because I just want to get the hell out of there. My heart's all going crazy at this point.
Yeah.
And so I sit down in my car and I just start bawling in my car. I just start crying as I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
Just immediately scared. I'm scared of having to have the anxiety from a month before the procedure. I'm scared about being in the hospital. Everything's going through my mind at the same time. First person I called was Patty. Told her about it, cried on the phone, got off the phone with her. I think I called you on my way home.
Yeah.
And I was all just like, I'm scared.
Yeah, and
this
then
is
you-
stupid. I called. No, I knew you were home. So I was going to come home and see you. I called Gordon.
That's right, because you came up to my bedroom.
Yeah. So I called Gordon and I called Doug and I called Patty. I just had to call everyone. I just needed attention, I guess.
No, you needed to express how you were feeling.
And that was my drive home. And and this is up at 90th Street in Shea, where my cardiologist is. And I'm driving home and I'm just like, oh, things are just going by me. I was like, fuck it, I'm getting Starbucks. I don't care. And I get Starbucks. And
God, Ben.
and then I get home
Caffeine-free.
and I'm
Just
fine.
right out the gate.
And I'm fine. Dude, they gave me coffee every morning in the hospital. And I can have caffeine. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Just I can't have 12 cups of coffee like I want to.
Do you do 12 cups?
No, I genuinely though, when I was
You
at
like
my worst,
coffee.
I was drinking 6-7 cups of coffee.
Yeah, you're a coffee
day.
guy.
So anyway, I get home, go right upstairs and go see you and give you a hug because you're the first person I saw.
Yeah.
And
That was absolutely... It was devastating to me because in those moments when the people you love the most are going through something it is very serious. I knew from the get-go, I knew that I just felt it in my soul, or whatever you want to say, like the deepest energy of who I am, that you were going to be okay.
yeah.
But to see you feeling helpless is one of the worst feelings on this end. You know what I mean? That you can feel. It was as if I was coming to you and telling you that I was having the same thing. You don't know how to help the person.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to really comfort the person. I know I didn't really talk that much. I just let you go, and you were crying and sort of sharing with me how scared you were and all that stuff. And I feel like there was even a moment there where you almost felt like you were inconveniencing me.
Yeah.
And you can sense that on people, and it's a beautiful thing because it means that you're a very considerate person. But in those moments, I wish you were less considerate and more just, I need this. I need to talk to you. I need to cry. I need to be scared and vulnerable.
Sorry.
Was that bees?
Was that flies?
What was that? What are you watching over
I
there?
was just on YouTube. I thought I
Secret
needed
life
it.
of bees.
Jesus Christ.
The secret life of bees.
We're over here trying to have a conversation.
That is bees, correct?
80% of the bee population
I'm
has.
Taylor's getting ready to start a hive, and so he's like, "Fuck this conversation."
Beekeepers United of America.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's-
I really ruined a moment there.
Don't make me laugh. It fucking hurts.
Okay.
Shit.
See, that's why I didn't. I was trying to keep it chill.
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
Oh shit! Am I supposed to have fun?
no fucking fun, man.
Ben,
bad, dude.
calm it down.
No, and I understand what you're saying because
Right.
one of the things that went through my mind going through this is why do I have to make such a big deal out of this to everyone that's close to me? It's like my uncle just went in for heart surgery twice, like in a week and a half. Uncle Ronnie's been in there for heart surgery. I'm pretty sure on multiple. It's like people do this. It's such a common thing to get
Oh my God.
heart surgery. Everyone does it.
That's just such a shit way of thinking about it.
And so that's why I'm like, why am I being such a little bitch about this when everyone does it, But I was like, no, screw it. This sucks. This is a big thing.
It's a big thing.
I feel almost fine in a way. I've got weird symptoms and all that stuff, but it's like I kept looking at my chest. I would stand there in the mirror, for that month and
Naked.
a week, just stand there. And
How do you take your eyes off your hog? When you're standing in the mirror naked, you're just like,
I
God,
spent enough time.
my hog is delicious.
Seeing it, delicious.
Yeah.
just, just.
You can't even look at your heart because you're looking at your hog.
Oh, it is beautiful.
That's why your heart's bad, because it's all the
Yeah.
blood went
All
to
the
your
blood.
dick.
How is it supposed to give everything?
do you have big
life?
balls?
Oh my God. I've got
Jesus.
a lot of scrotum.
Me too.
Little balls.
Me too. Ask Gordon.
Let's
Yeah,
ask
so
Patty.
I could take them and I could butterfly them over everything.
Oh,
and hide
yes.
everything if I
Of
want
course.
to, and you would just have this weird veiny sack.
I used to do that in the bath all the time.
Still do it
that
in
the
the
bat
shower
wing?
all the time.
It's like a bat wing, but it's just you just cup everything.
You bring the whole thing up and over.
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
wow, that
yeah,
looks
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Done
Like I've
it
got
all.
one big. It's like I'm an alien.
Yeah.
They got alien junk down there.
You got alien genitals.
You ever make the hamburger where you put the two balls in
Oh,
between?
yes.
Yeah, that's the,
No.
That's crazy.
or the hot dog buns, whatever you want.
No,
Yeah.
I have not done that.
Oh, Ben, you need to. So let's get back to this open
Pe-
heart.
it's called penis art.
Oh, I gotta work on.
I
that,
used to
man.
shove my penis in. So I swear to God, this is the craziest thing. When I was really little, like pre-10, between probably 5 and 10, I used to push my penis into my body, like all the way in. I could
Oh,
press
that
it
sounds scary.
like
What if it doesn't come out?
like a button. I didn't have I didn't think more past. I need to just push this in.
I've lost balls before and been like, shit. You
No.
know, thinking like, are they going back?
no.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, and then
I've
I'm like,
heard of
oh,
that.
it's there.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's
So
there.
some-
But I've been like, I can't find this ball. Where's Lefty? Where's Lefty?
Is that serious?
I don't know.
Wow, that's crazy.
Maybe that's my next doctor's appointment I'm
Okay.
gonna deal with.
No, it's got to be real. They're not supposed to be out here. They're supposed to be in.
But yeah, no, I've definitely I can go and see them or more
God.
like this
Dude.
and see, and it's usually the one that's hanging lower. It'll go
Yeah.
all the way up,
Got
Dude,
the balls
and then it'll
back
go
in
back
the
down like
body.
this. I'm like,
Dude, and when you do that with the amount of skin that we have, it's like a drape.
oh, it's awesome.
So you suck the balls up in, but all the sack still just hangs down. Dude, it's fucking insane.
Really, now I can't tell my people at work about this.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's
Did
that's the problem,
Did
right?
you think that there wasn't going to be any like?
I 100% hope to God there would be, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all gonna happen. It's coming
Gotta
out.
be some
Yeah.
dick talk.
Yeah, I
bruh.
mean, come on now. Okay, so
Oh, when I come on and Cam's here, my stories. I'm
Well,
really
all
holding
dicks
back
all
right
the
now,
time.
guys.
no, when Cam's here, it's going to be a whole different
All right,
animal.
I can dance around a little more then.
Yeah. So let's cruise on to. So you spoke to everybody, you let everybody know,
Yeah.
and at this point, now you're just waiting to have surgery. Is there anything that they ask you to do before you go in? Are there any protocols? Is there anything to stay away from? Oh, there was some.
I needed to stop working so intensely.
Right.
So I work at the Four Seasons, and I'm guest services, but since COVID, really guest services has gone on the wayside, and I just clean. So I'm like a custodian, dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you wanted to hear that next. Anyway, so I clean, but also a lot of stuff I do. I lift a lot of heavy things. And we went to an appointment at the surgeon's office. Like, it was me and mom and dad. Dad wanted to be there. It was awesome having him there too.
Of course.
And he was like, "You really just shouldn't be working." And I was like, "I kind of got to work now." I was like, "I know they can have light duty there." He's like, "All right, well, you're not lifting more than 10 pounds." So they put me on light duty, and my job entails a lot of lifting. So really, I'm just like driving carts around and just like, "Oh, if there's anything I don't want to do, 10 pounds. So it was to my, I'm not cleaning the litter box. So
Cat shit weighed about 10 pounds.
oh, my heart. One of my bosses who doesn't work there anymore, he made fun of me. I love him, and he's allowed to. He called me
Yeah.
10-pound Ben.
Yep.
So that's fine. Corey, if you're out there, I'm giving you a shout out right now. I miss you, brother. Love you.
Yeah, 10-pound band. The crazy thing is you're the strongest one of all of us, and you could lift. I don't even know. I have no idea.
Whatever it is, I can lift it over my head.
Yeah.
Now, not so much, man.
You just had open heart.
Yeah, I know.
Now not so
Fucking
much.
pussy.
Definitely like pushing my
Pez.
hands together this direction, not good.
Yeah, don't do it. Well, you should sort of do a little. Anyway.
Oh, I'm staying active. I'm definitely staying active.
Okay,
I do a lot of breathing exercises. Okay, we're gonna keep going actually,
Yeah, let's
because
keep
that will come into play.
Yes.
So yeah, time's creeping closer and closer. I decided to take off a week before the surgery.
Okay.
Patty's coming in town. So
Patty.
Patty, my girl, lives in Santiago, Chile, which is over 5,000 miles away. Nothing even like that.
Oh, it's
but,
not?
No, they're not Mexican.
Is it like?
We don't know
No,
anything.
they're like the United States Part 2.
Are they near Saskatchewan?
So ignorant.
No, so Patagonia, that's Chile.
You know what we should do? We should get a fucking map. That would help. We should get a map in
You
here
guys
somewhere.
should have a map.
Are we gonna have her on the podcast or what?
Patty.
Not this one, but maybe
Patty
one day.
would be
No,
like,
no, I know, but like,
You know what?
Oh.
If she's still here when Cam's back, and if you guys are able to bring me on, yeah, she'll probably come sit in my lap for a minute. But
we're gonna need you. I want you like 2 months from now.
Yeah,
I want
maybe
you
you're right.
fully
Okay.
healed.
So, planning her come out to be. So she lives 5,000 miles away, and I told her about the heart situation, and she's like, "I have to come be with you. I have to come be with you no matter what." And she had just been in town visiting me for almost a month, and she was like, "I'm coming back."
God, if she would have been like, Ben, there used to be a Graham Tower alone on the sea, and you became the light on the dark side of me. If she just did that,
Sorry.
but love remains.
Dad always said the face of a devil, but the voice of an angel
Who?
about Seal. Dad always said that. The voice of an angel with the face of a devil.
that's racist.
It's not racist. It's just rude.
God damn it. That's why I'm the way I am. Are you talking about Chuck
Oh,
Dad?
my pleasure, my pain.
Baby, let's do some fucking suck addiction.
God, hell of a good song.
Yeah.
Timeless. Oh.
So she didn't sing that?
No, she didn't. But
Oh.
she said, "I'm coming to see you." And real quick, work
Boring.
together, plan her to come out. And so I took a week off before the surgery to kind of have her come back and spend some time with her,
Which
and
is
just
fucking
be stressed.
rad, dude. It's so fucking rad
Yeah.
that she would even. I mean, she had just come. Excuse me, sorry, Alex. That was a great.
Alex
episode.
who? Alex who?
Alex Taylor's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And
she's
we-
like, "You birthed too much."
Well, so she listens to the show like every week, and we did because we were giving you time to rest last week. So we did the episode over there, which it was awesome over
I
there. by
watched
the
a
way.
little of it.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
I
watch a lot of yours and I share them. And
You know what I like the fact you're like I watched a little bit of it. You didn't skim though. You just watched it and then stopped.
No, I
right?
watched like the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. See, that's the difference between you and Gordon. Gordon skims.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He's like, this is boring. You're like, I'll watch this, and then you're like, Cowboy Bebop.
Fuck yeah.
Gotta
Or
watch it
whatever.
on 2 times speed.
Oh, but what I was gonna say is she was so fun. So she was the guest,
Mm-hmm.
and like we had Taylor there. I had a camera on him, and Alex was there. We had a really fun time. And then
I loved having you behind the scenes,
Wasn't
but
that
like
fun?
in the middle of it,
I
one.
lo-
Actually, that's what I really noticed.
yeah, that was fun. That was a really good one. So, anyways, Patty.
Yeah, so she comes out and she's here and we're enjoying, a good 5 days before the surgery.
Nice.
And that's when I'm like, every time I take a dump or a pee or anything, I'm standing in the mirror with pants on, so I'm not distracted by my hog.
Right.
Just staring at my perfect, beautiful, scarless chest going, motherfucker, they are genuinely, seriously, in 5 days, they're going to open that up. The next day, 4 days. Wow. They're just going to open that up. The next day, 3 days.
They're gonna open that.
God, and then 2 days. And then 1 day, and then it's the day before when I was smoking a vape pen because I quit smoking cigarettes. And I was just smoking the pen. And then that was the last time I could have any nicotine. And so since then, I haven't had any nicotine. And it's just like, good, kill me. And so it was the day before, and I was done with that, and I couldn't have any caffeine or anything, and I had to start getting ready I had to go to the hospital to get like a UA. They have to do, they have to drug test you and do all this stuff, make sure you're in good shape to go get surgery. And and I forget, they gave me like a wristband that I had to be ready for because I had to be there at 5:30 or 5:30 in the morning
Right.
on Wednesday 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago from tomorrow. And so I wake up early, and I'm just like, fuck life. I hate this. I hate everything. Fucking. So I have to wake up early, not drink coffee, meet mom outside in the driveway so she could drive me to the hospital so I can get started on this thing that I don't even want to do, but I have to do it so I can live and all that crap. By the way, the surgeon said, if you didn't do this, year and a half max, you would have died.
A heart attack?
Heart failure.
Just heart failure.
So one of the things, actually, and I kind of skipped over this.
What's the difference between a heart attack and heart failure?
Heart attack is when there's blockage and it stops the flow.
And then the other one's
Heart failure, I don't know, might entail a whole bunch of different things. Could be heart failure, but for me, it would have been. So you know how that jet shot to the side and stressed out the side of my aorta?
Mm-hmm.
They call it a something aneurysm. And
Aortic?
I guess would have punched a hole in that bastard.
Wow.
Blood would have just gone through all my body. I would have passed out, probably had brain damage. If they were able to bring me back, I would have died.
Okay, that sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm. So I was at a risk of that, and I'm sitting here lifting these 60-pound bins at work. Meanwhile, that fucking thing is going. Boop, boop, boop,
So what did you say?
boop.
What did you say that we missed that you needed to say?
I didn't. That heart, the aneurysm in my aorta.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you okay right now?
I'm doing really good.
Are you sure?
I swear, if I'm not doing good, I'll let you know.
Please.
I will.
And just
promise.
and we'll just cut, and that'll be the end of that, and then people will get whatever we do.
All right, but no, I'm good.
Okay.
So,
Are you okay? Taylor, are you high?
Yeah.
Taylor's high tonight.
I'm so jealous. So I go in.
On weed, legal weed.
Mom drives me down
Not
there.
heroin.
Oh man.
Mom drives me down there.
Of course.
They admit me, take me up, make me get naked, and I put on my gown and all that. And they're like, okay, so we're going to shave everything on the front of your body. I'm like, why? Okay. And I didn't shave everything. I was like, this is going to be cool. It's supposed to look bigger when they shave it. I was all excited. You know, I was telling Patty about it. And so they shaved like
I
the
see.
inside of my legs for some reason. Like they didn't shave the outside in case they needed to take some shit from there and use it. I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
They didn't shave the top of my legs, but they shaved my belly. They shaved my chest. And they shaved my pubs, except for right around my ding dong. So I had just like this tuft, and then there's me hanging out of it. So and I haven't fixed it.
It looks like a rocket taking off, kind of.
Yes, with black smoke.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's a rocket taking off with the black.
The boosters.
I didn't know what pubs were for a second, but then I caught it. It's pubes for you.
Yeah, pubes for you layman terms.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I've just got like this little ring around my ding.
Ring around the dang.
Yeah, but my chest all shaved. Anyway, yeah. So I was like, all right, let's do this. And so fine, they hooked me up to an IV. It's like they have to bring in a different person. I'm still bruised from it because I was on a lot of blood thinners when they did it.
Yeah.
And that the bruises were so intense they looked like scabs.
I know they
I
did.
never had a bruise that looked like a scab before. It was dark purple, weird. I guess bruises are dark purple, but this was like black. It was crazy. So anyway, they hooked me up to IVs, direct line here, and then they bring me into the actual room they're doing surgery in, which looks like, there's crazy high-tech lights all around me on the ceiling. It looks like a alien autopsy.
Alien abduction.
Yeah, it really does. And I was like, this is it.
Taylor's like, that's wild, bro.
Wow, dude.
I was like, this is it, dude. This is happening. And then they're like, okay, so count down. We're going to start with the anesthesia.
Oh, that's
I'm
the
like,
best.
yeah, but
10.
except for the fact that I knew
Oh, sorry.
that I'm going to come out of this just not cool.
That.
And I
Yep.
was like, all right, well, teleport me to hell. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Oh, that's crazy. You were thinking that?
So, yeah, probably
Oh
not a
my-
good idea.
Not a great. But that's
10. So, yeah. So they're like 10, 9. And I'm like, yeah, might as well enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know is it's dark and there's weird gray tiles all around me. I don't even know if that's what the room looked like. I don't know if I was dreaming or what, but I sat up and it was not good. I was kind of screaming, kind of not screaming. It was nighttime, and there was no one there, and I was completely alone. Don't know what the hell happened. And then I blacked out again. Next thing I know after that, I wake up, and I look over to my side, and there's Mom. And at that point, I was like, okay.
Thank God.
I was like, okay, things are happening. And I'm breathing normal. I think I woke up initially with the tube in my throat, and as the story goes, I don't remember any of this. When they first brought me out of anesthesia.
No, you don't say it like that.
Anesthesia?
God.
How do you say it? Anesthesia?
When they first brought me out of anesthesia.
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 When they first brought me out of anesthesia,
No,
Anesthesia.
that was a more of a anesthesia.
I didn't mean to make it sound so lame. It was lame, and now I'm embarrassed
When
about
they
it.
first brought me out of anesthesia, I felt a little bit of discomfort in my chest.
I flipped out.
Okay.
I flipped out and I got up and
Mom
I
told me.
started trying to get the hell out of the bed, and I'm just
You're hooked up to everything.
Yeah.
That's the fucking crazy
I've got
thing.
tubes everywhere.
Dude, you
man.
had drainage pipes coming out your belly.
It was not cool. Not cool, man. So I don't remember any of this, but it was bad. And they said it took like 8 people to hold me down, and they had to tie me down and jack me up full of more meds again, so I
Yes.
pass out.
Yeah, they had to tame the beast.
And Mom was downstairs in the hospital, and but this was right when they were like, okay, you can come up. We're about to bring him gently out of anesthesia. Anastasia.
That's what they named this after. This is Anastasia. She invented anesthesia.
So she was on her way up to see me, and all probably happy. And then the doctor sees her on her way up and says, okay, so
He's a monster.
he went nuts, and his nose started bleeding, Taylor. 1 drop of blood. And the room started shaking.
Oh, did your bed float?
And the bed started floating. No, but
He was just lifting off the bed from his cock. His cock was rock hard, and he went.
he flipped over and elevated.
It was Anastasia.
Anastasia!
It was a cock push-up. You know cock push-ups?
You can only do one.
One's all you need.
One's all you need.
So, yeah, and apparently Mom was there while I still had the breathing tube. And that's the
Yeah.
big thing, is you got this breathing tube down your throat and your chest. And I am still, I think, feeling the effects of that bastard getting
course.
ripped out of my throat.
Of course. That thing is gnarly.
Yeah, so Mom said I was just sitting there and my eyes would open randomly and there would just be tears running down my face. And she was like, it was horrible seeing you like that.
That's Mom's nightmare.
Yeah.
That's Mom's nightmare.
Then apparently I woke up and they were able to take that breathing tube out. I still don't remember this. They must have had me jacked up on meds
Oh, yeah.
after I went nuts. So really the first thing I remember was the next day when the sun was out again. And Mom was there and I'm just like, oh, motherfucker. I look down, there's these 4 tubes.
Oh
with
my God!
just-
Can I send it to Taylor?
Yeah, please do. Put it on.
I'm gonna
Put it on the screen.
Well, I'm gonna send it to you, Tay. Hold on. Before we do, don't say anything else. I'm gonna send this real quick. This picture. I'm gonna send 2 pictures, Taylor.
Okay.
I'm gonna send this one. And so if you're listening and you want to see what these tubes look like, hop on the YouTube channel and check this out, because these tubes were insane. Taylor, I know you're high, but you got to click accept. Thank you. Because so the first picture I took was a bit from a distance, so you could see the entire collaboration of
Just the weird shit hooked up to me.
and then I got a close up right on the entire thing because it looks bizarre. It looks like a sci-fi movie. Like you are being fed your nutrients
but
from
that
these things.
red was drainage. That was
I
just
know,
weird
I
shit
know,
out of
I
all
know.
the cavity in there. And those tubes, they were just like
And
up.
then you had that huge pack taped to your belly at the same time.
The tubes were clawed on, like around my lungs, inside my rib cage.
Do you see it? Do you see it, Tay?
Yeah,
Are you showing it on the podcast?
unfortunately.
Did you show the second one?
Not yet.
Show that second one.
Oh, is it my dick?
No. Yeah, I got all those dick pics you sent me. The close-up one where you can actually see where the tubes are and that's right above his belly button, like 6 inches, right in the middle of your chest, basically.
Oh yeah. I didn't put my bandages on today because I wanted to show it.
Oh, we'll show it.
I got a bandage, so I'll put my bandage on afterwards.
Okay.
Can you send me the second one again?
Really?
I don't know.
I sent it in a package. Did you get the large shot or the close-up shot?
I got the large shot.
Close up of my gold.
Sorry, listeners. This is where it's important to go onto YouTube because we do some visual
Do-do.
things from, of course, we do some visual things from time to time, and it is kind of fun to see some of the things we're talking about. Did you get Tech?
Got it. If you're gross.
Yeah, show that.
Yeah.
Is it up? Okay, so if you see those drainage
Let me
tubes.
see it,
Yeah, here, let me show it to you, Ben.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't know if I've seen the ones that you took.
Yeah, that one right there.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Oh.
And the crazy thing is they sort of stitch it in around.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, how? So if you're stitching into a tube, now is the tube not seaworthy? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Now
those
the tube is leaking.
so those tubes are
Oh, it goes around the tubes. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
so those tubes are just all up in my cavity, and they're like on the inside of my ribs. And I had this other tube in my neck right here that
I didn't
was
get to see
also
that one.
draining. It was just it had a cover over it. Oh, that might have been the first one they took out.
Yeah, they took that one out first. Was that a pick line?
I guess.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
pick
know.
line that goes just direct.
So these tubes were the worst getting out of it. Worst, but at the same time, I was in the ICU at this point, and the ICU is heaven compared to where I went next. I love the ICU.
Yes.
Banner, wonderful Banner University fucking center. I don't know.
Yeah. Used to be
Beautiful
Used to be
new-
Good Sam.
Yeah,
That's where you were.
beautiful facility. And the ICU folks, oh my God, I loved them. They were wonderful.
Big tits.
But
Couple of them.
probably they would kept sending in more and more attractive nurses. It was weird. Love you, Patty.
Nurses, man. God.
Wow. Anyway,
Crazy.
so I had these tubes inside under my ribs, out just in bad places. So I couldn't breathe. I was just like, but then
Nothing
the
worse?
devil would come by with this little piece of plastic that she'd be like, okay, we're going to do our breathing exercises now.
Yeah.
And I would have to go take a big breath and hold it at a certain point. And then I'd be like, oh God, okay, I reached 500. She'd be like, okay, now 30 more times. I'm like, oh my God. Every time I would do it, my lungs would expand into these tubes, pushing against my ribs. It was hell. I could feel the tubes in my chest. I could
Yeah.
feel it. Not cool, man. I could feel it.
Yeah.
And that was,
Oh God. She's the devil, but she's the one who's literally saving your life from getting pneumonia or whatever, right?
so I actually focused real hard on that because they scared me.
With the pneumonia.
We don't want you getting pneumonia.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I really did. And I was
Could you
excited.
imagine just having open heart surgery and then getting fucking pneumonia? Dude,
Yeah.
Not fun, dude.
I was scared. I was having weird dreams. I remember the first night. So that was a rough day.
Yeah, of
But I
course.
had Mom and Patty came by and visited.
Patty.
Because I was now at this point checked in. I was in whatever they call it, in-house patient. I don't know. But I could have 2 visitors a day. Thank you for being number 3. I had 3 visitors the whole time.
I was number 3.
Right there.
Number 3, and here's the fun thing about number 3 visitor. Number 3 visitor got to come in right post you had a serious issue. So I come in and you are like, you could barely breathe, you could barely talk, and you were going, I just got up because I just needed to like walk around. And they had given you some kind of shoddy information because you went from the ICU to like the regular.
Oh, you were my first visitor in the new place. You never
Yeah.
saw. Oh,
So I never got the ICU treatment, and I got you in the regiments area.
PCU, I think is what they call it.
And you had so you were getting a lot of conflicting information from what
Yep.
I remember.
You heard it firsthand. These fucking girls didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
The biggest problem that I had was she goes, "What medication this at what time?" Started asking. You're like,
Yeah.
"Lady, I just had surgery.
That was they were.
Why are you asking me?" And here's the fucking thing. What is she going off of you? Guy who's drugged up just had surgery. She's going based on what you say.
Richard, it
like
was
you
like
can't,
that.
like you might not be accurate, possibly. You know.
Almost the rest of the time, it was like that, or worse.
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they're
Oh
doing.
my God!
It
So
pissed me off. And I let her fucking know that I wasn't stoked. Ben's like,
and
no.
I'm like, Richard, you're gonna have to go, and then I'm stuck with them overnight. I was like, stop.
I was like, no, hold on. Why are you asking him? That's what I said. Oh, excuse me. Why are you asking him?
It didn't get better.
I go, don't you have all the list of the medications on that fucking computer that you just dragged in? And she's like, yeah. And she looked at me like she wanted to fucking murder me.
Yeah.
But I just stared right back at her and I was like, fucking bring it, lady. Let's do this.
So
And you were not happy with that.
I was in a lot of pain.
I know.
I was in a lot of pain, and I was coming off anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
And when you come off anesthesia, you are just fucking feeling like ass, man.
Dude,
the only way I think I could compare it to would be opiate withdrawals. Is the only thing I could compare it to. It was very similar. And so I was having that, and I'm having to do these breathing exercises. I feel like crap, but I have to pee, but there's no one around. And anyway.
Didn't you have a Kathy? Kathy was up in your
no,
ding
they
ding?
took that out like day 1.5 or
okay.
2. Oh, catheter is not cool. But and I remember when they took it out, it was just like, okay, and I was just like, oh.
It feels, it feels like they pulled a demon from your body.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah!
Oh.
It's the craziest feeling of all time. When I had mine, they go 1, 2,
Yep.
and I went, whoa!
Oh,
Yeah, it was crazy.
when they took those tubes out, it was real similar
I
too.
bet,
It was crazy.
dude. That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, it was great. So, you know, I went from the ICU where they were just wonderful. You know, if I pressed the button, they were in there right away, and it was just like love and attention, and even overnight they're available, and you know they care. I'm getting pain meds every 4 hours because I'm in a lot of
Yeah.
fucking pain,
Yeah, dog.
and
Getting them
then
over
I go
years
into
out.
then I go into the PCU where you saw me, and they're
Yeah.
like, "What are you taking?" And I'm like, "I feel like crap. I haven't had pain meds in like, I don't know, 7 hours now because I knew exactly when it was."
Of course.
And they're like, "Oh, well, let me get your nurse." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?"
it's just,
It was always just like, "Let me get your nurse." I was like, "There's so many nurses here. I thought you were my nurse. What are you?"
It's a visitor
Oh
from
my
another
God.
patient.
Yeah.
just,
Just came to. So
I can see an old person doing that. Just come in and just say hi.
and this is day 3.5, and I still got these tubes in, and I'm just, I'm at this point. After you were there, I was pissed. You know, only because they were getting worse,
Yeah.
and that
Not
was
because of me. How fucking
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
dude. Now
I
you're
was
making.
so pissed at you, dude.
Now I'm starting to feel a little like it was me.
All right, so
Jesus.
so that might, I forget if that was my first night there when the day you visited was the
In the
first
PC?
day.
Yes.
So I hadn't even been there overnight yet.
No.
Oh, the first night. Oh my God, I couldn't sleep.
Oh God, hold on. Let me share this. When I was there visiting, Ben already is he's a really weird sleeper. So if Ben does get to sleep, he's very loud. He makes a lot of noise. He sleeps with his fucking eyes open, which is lunatic shit. He's a serial killer. And when I was there, you would be like, is it okay if I take a nap? You would ask me, and I'm like, what are you asking me for, bro? Of course, go take a nap. Take a nap. And Ben would go, he would close his eyes, and he would go for about 30 seconds, and then he'd just go, and I would be like,
It was
what was that?
fucking torture.
And you were like, that was my nap. You go, I can't sleep at all because I'm so uncomfortable.
It was apnea, sleep apnea to the extreme, any kind of extreme. That night, I could not sleep. I would lay there because you're sitting upright, kind of, you know, you're laying back, but you're still upright a little bit. And I would finally, when I'm exhausted, and so your body relaxes, the second you want to fall asleep,
Yeah.
wake up. I was looking at that fucking clock, and it was going backwards, dude.
Nothing
All night long.
worse on the planet than being alone in a hospital at night.
So I got to the point, definitely not that first night. That first night I was stuck in bed. I'm just like, I was counting down the minutes until my next pain meds would come through. And they would still be coming in and doing this and doing that. And then 4 hours would go by and I'd be like, can you give me my pain meds or something? I need to fall asleep. And I was looking for that relief from pain meds or something, from
Of course.
knowing pain meds in my life. And just looking for any kind of comfort, but it wasn't coming. Whether they gave me pain meds or not, it didn't give me anything. I was still just feeling sick. I was feeling in pain. They still had to come in every 45 minutes with a piece of plastic that I had to breathe into, and that hurt. So that was the first 2 nights. That was actually every night after that, whether I had the tubes in me or not. So I'm going through that hell. You know, I get so mad at the nurses at some point that are just like, they don't know shit. They don't know when I took any of my meds. And the most important thing to me was my pain meds. And they would be like, well, when did you have them last? They constantly did that to me. And I was like, can you check with the nurse, with my nurse? And so finally, they wrote it on the window in dry erase marker on the mirror. And I was like, just write it on the wall. Okay, we're doing it right now. And they left that on there for like 2 days. So 2 days later, I'm like, dude, now the times are off and they're going to look at that. So finally, the surgeon comes in. And this is after being in there 3.5 days. And he comes in to check my drainage. This is a different surgeon. He's a cardiological surgeon. And he goes, all right, looks like your drainage now is at a minimum. We're going to go ahead and take the tubes out. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I was like, that means I might get to go home today. And this is day 4. And so he lifts it up and he pulls the thing off. And so I could see everything just as exposed. And he's just like, all right, let's do it. Just all 4 at the same time. They're just like shooting around like alien tentacles. Just shit's flying everywhere. Oh my God, it was great though. I was like, what?
Oh, I bet.
But I was okay. And I was fine. They bandaged it up real quick. And they're like, okay, you good? And I was like, I'm good. Because before that, I was walking around. I wasn't waiting for nurses to come in to help me go to the bathroom or anything like that anymore.
Right.
I was just getting up. I was grabbing my drainage things and I was plugging my way into the bathroom. And
Can I just say this one thing? So this was so funny. So Ben was like, I gotta pee when I was there. And he goes, can you grab my drainage receptacles? Because he had 2 hoses going into one. They were big, dude. They had handles on them. They were like little kids' luggage.
they're
like,
managing the fluid coming out of my open chest.
Yeah. And so I'm carrying this into the bathroom so Ben can pee. Ben starts peeing, and you all of a sudden, like, everyone needed to be in the bathroom with us, but Ben, right as he's like releasing, he's like he farts and it stunk, and the nurse comes right in right after that.
A hot nurse too, right?
And the Patty. And I look at the nurse and Patty. I go, do you need to be in here right now? And she was like, and she started, because that's what it was. We didn't know because the light switch was red. The light switch to the bathroom was red,
right.
And we didn't know because I wanted to turn the light on, and I just casually said to Patty, I was like, I don't know if this is the light switch or what. And so I wanted you to have like a nice private moment, and you were like, and right when you farted, everyone came in and was like, oh, looking at the light switch. I was like, does anyone actually need to be in here
Like,
right this second?
We're talking when he says walked in, not walked into my hospital room, walked into the miniature little
bathroom. Yes.
Like, so where every human being is within 1.5 feet of my rectum at this point.
You just farted, and it obviously shot directly into my nose. But I was like, at this moment, I'm just gonna support you, and it's fine. But then I didn't want you, because for me, nothing worse to me. I guess Patty, it's fine, but I still don't want a girlfriend or a wife or whatever to be smelling my farts. It's just not fucking classy, bro. So that was just so funny to me. We walk in, you're like finally able to like pee standing up, and it was like, and everyone's like, oh, what's this light switch? And I was like, does anyone need to be in here? Could you give this guy some fucking privacy?
I do remember that. That was fun.
That was funny.
Oh, God. So anyway, every night went on like that where I was basically battling with the nurses like, can I get some attention? I would hit that button. 45 minutes would go by and no one would come in. I could have been dying. I would have just... I guess
good.
They're reading my heart monitor or whatever. They're like, he's alive, fuck him. So
hold on. Let's just do this real quick. For all you nurses that are listening, we do understand. We're talking about this specific story, and you know what? It's kind of fun to make fun of people. That's just what we do. We understand that you guys are understaffed, and you have way too many patients. That is for absolute sure. We know. So they have 12 patients for every like one nurse on the PCU, and not like the ICU. It's like one patient or one nurse to 4 patients.
Oh, okay. So
they
that's
have
why they're in better moods.
Yes, they have 8 extra patients when they come to the PCU.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
We love all nurses. We shout out, especially the ones in Saskatchewan.
I still got less than 1/3 the attention. So that,
Yeah, well.
yeah.
And,
Anyway.
I'm not taking anything away from
Did you
your
show
story.
them your dick or?
Oh, they saw.
So now we can talk about where my dick's at.
Yeah, where's your dick at right now?
It became the little purple dome hiding behind that little tuft that they left around it. So it was pathetically gone. Like just a micro penis.
They
at
have
this
to
point.
understand that you have zero
yeah.
blood flow going there, right?
So Uncle George calls me the day before.
Before what, surgery?
Before surgery to kind of give me some support. He said,
Because our
like
Uncle
that.
George, he had 2?
he had 2 like within, so he had to get a valve replacement, and then he was having issues with, I don't know if they gave him a pacemaker at that time, but then he passed out and fell and had to go into the hospital and get it opened up again. And I just kept thinking that, like, if I don't do everything right and they got to open my ass up again, that I can't go through this again. I cannot go through this shit again.
Right.
But he called me the day before and was like, I'm telling you, the worst thing about it all is, your gown does not cover your ding dong. The nurses will just look at it and you're never going to be smaller than you are. And I was like, thanks, George.
He knew.
He made me feel a lot better though. Because
Yeah,
I was like, he just dealt with more intensity than I'm going to have to deal with. And, that's when I started almost feeling bad for being scared. But I was like, whatever, I'm scared. I'm just going to be scared.
Dude, there's nothing better than a good joke in the most dark moments.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that is one thing about our uncles and really all of our extended family.
Yeah.
We have some funny fucking people in our family.
We got a great family.
And I wish, our family's sort of spread out quite a bit over the last like decade or so. But when we used to be tight, really tight group, we would get together every single holiday and all that stuff. It was just laughing the entire time. You know what I mean? We have some fucking hilarious aunts and uncles on both sides. That's the cool thing.
When we have just about the most fun now, though, is when all 4 siblings are together.
Of course.
That's when we have just about the best fun.
We really do.
So, hospital time, getting near the end. They took my tubes out. Then, after your tubes come out, if you want to go home, your life becomes about taking a poop. That's life at the hospital. Well, we can't let you go home until you have a bowel movement. And I'm just like, well, what do you need me to do it? And what do I need to start focusing on?
Yeah.
And they just ask you later on if you take a bowel movement. And so I'm just like,
Yes.
yeah, I had a bowel movement, which I did. And I was trying to be real about it.
I know you had a couple of deer pellets.
I had 1 deer pellet,
Just
and
like,
I told them I had a massive bowel movement.
Nice.
And I was like,
So
I'm
little
so
I.
proud of this. I even took a picture of it in case they were going to ask, zoomed in so it looked bigger than it was. And I was like, if they ask me about it, I got a picture of my poop on my phone ready to go.
Dude.
And so,
They're like, you didn't happen to take a picture of it, did you? You didn't? Well, sorry, you got to stay another day.
yeah. And I remember it was my nurse that night, the very last night, was better. She was the best PCU nurse that I had the whole time. She was very attentive. She was very sweet. And
There's always a couple of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's got everything I need.
Ooh.
Pharmacy keys. Anyway.
A little perfect circle.
You know it. Uh-oh. We're going to get tagged.
Flagged.
Flagged. We're gonna get flagged.
We're gonna get tagged.
Tagged.
Oh, I was like, what's happening?
I didn't want to reach too fast.
I didn't know if you wanted me to pull your finger. Ben's a
Don't pull my finger. Oh God.
you're a
I've got-
classic pull my finger uncle.
Yes. There needs to be a classic pull
I
my
know,
finger.
you are.
Farting is not acceptable in our family like it was in the Heckaman side.
No.
So
No,
they're
it's-
gonna get some Uncle Benny farts.
Yeah. May get 'em.
Usually outside. I'm not gonna do it inside.
Every time you fart, 2 people come in, a nurse and Patty. That would be awesome.
So anyway, I remember that last nurse was like, I'm gonna tell the doctor that you had a really big bowel movement. I'm like, yeah. So the next morning, that whole night was another one of those every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Wake up because my body is just dying to sleep. And even when I got home, the same thing was happening, and I had to lay on my back. Poor Patty has been sleeping on that couch. She's an angel. But anyway, so yeah, they come in and the cardiologist or the doctor, I don't know if she's a surgeon or what, takes a look at me. And I tell her that I'm taking poops and stuff. And then she's like, "You taking poops? You taking poops?" And I'm like, "I'm taking poops." She's like, "Are we taking poops?" So I was like, "We're all pooping."
We're all pooping.
So she's like, "I think you can go." And so I called Mom immediately. Mom, get me. And she was ready.
Yeah, of course.
Get me anyway. And so I went down to the pharmacy. I was like, "Give him a pain meds. Give him pain meds." It's
Yeah.
all about the pain meds. Finally get home. It took like an hour to go through the pharmacy and then to wait and then
It's like getting out of prison.
and then Mom, who has just been so amazing through all this, like Patty, I don't know if I could have done it without you, but Mom, I 100% could not have done it without Mom.
Okay, let's
No, there's no getting around that.
Well, let's identify a couple of things here. Patty was the one that could give you a sense of like intimacy, if you will. She was the one who could lay in the bed with you. She could scratch your head. She could sort of be that support system that was there for length of time. She was absolutely astounding, and she was so great. She was so strong. But your mom is your mom. There's a separate level. It's it's the same game, but she's the final boss. You know what I mean?
The day before I got out, I started becoming friends with my next door neighbor.
Mom's the final boss. That's what I'm saying.
This old lady named Meg. She was going to be getting out of there in the next couple days. She just had open heart surgery.
Oh, you got to chatting with Meg?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nothing better.
Sweetheart. I had pooped, so I was in a good mood anyway.
A fucking single deer pellet, you liar.
That's all I needed. I had a
Okay, well-
picture, photo evidence.
Yeah, but you zoomed in.
I was
God,
going home.
You're a liar.
So Meg, she was going to be going home in the next couple days.
Was she like, I pooped too?
She was
Was she from Alabama?
She was going to get a Lyft ride home or an Uber
Oh,
home.
yes, dude.
No one there to take care of her.
Dude,
Just she was just going to sit at home, sit in her chair and just be post open heart surgery. And I'm
Yes.
like, I need Mom. They take me down in the wheelchair and then Mom there was still this dude that was pushing me around everywhere, until we finally left. He waited for me in the at the pharmacy with Mom and all that. So we got all my crap at the pharmacy and then waited outside. And I remember just thinking of Meg a whole bunch, going, she is a fucking trooper. That
Dude,
girl-
she's got like probably 3 different dildos lined up. She's going to sit in the recliner. She's going to fucking...
That is the last thing that would
That's
be on anyone's mind.
Dude,
My
you
ding dong
know
was
it, bro.
I was still micro wienering.
Richard,
I didn't know-
All I know,
So-
all I know is Meg went home. Dude, she took a lift, bro. She probably stopped off at the fucking bodega, got a fucking 40 of OE, and then went home and just had her little trifecta of dill dice.
By the way, this is my first sip of alcohol that I've had since the surgery.
Well, I'm glad we could fucking enable that.
Yeah, thanks.
God damn it.
So
You didn't even think once about Meg dildoing?
no, Meg was.
Oh, I'm
not-
so fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
wrong with
if
you?
you knew Meg, you wouldn't have.
I know. I feel like I do know Meg.
Such a
pick her
sweet
up.
lady. She was. We would go on.
Look her
we would,
up, dude. She got an Instagram.
We would go on our walks, do our laps around every day, And every time I walk by her room, I'm like, "What's happening, Meg? How you doing, girl?"
Of course.
And then she would walk by. I would be like, "Meg, you're my rock star." You know, she was just the sweetest thing.
She has fucked so hard, dude.
Jesus, Richard.
You know
I'm
this.
sure she has,
Dude,
but
she
she is
has had-
also 80 years old.
Yeah,
so.
you know what?
She was breaking hearts.
Dude, she's fucking, she's breaking hearts and smelling farts all her life. You know what I mean?
She's happy about it. She has
did-
lived a fulfilling life, and now she just gave herself another 20 years.
That's awesome.
So,
You think she'll live to 100?
well, at least with her heart, she gave herself another 20 years, probably.
She's like, what's that thing? My pacemaker's hooked to my dildo.
Oh, good God. What?
I don't know.
Vibrates your heart.
Is that, is, that the, is that the
the
Family Guy guy? He's like, get over here, you son of a bitch.
Her dildo's,
Get over here, you little son of a bitch.
her dildo's attached to her pacemaker in the cellar.
So
Pacemaker,
I needed to make it very clear how.
dildos in the cellar.
Okay, stop with the dildos. I gotta tell a story about mom now.
Okay.
So she was incredibly vital for my survival through all this.
Yeah.
And then she's driving me home. Oh God, sitting in the middle seat of that caravan all the way down McDowell Road
In the
with
middle,
a stressed out mom
middle seat.
driving. Yeah, I wasn't sitting in the front. I couldn't have an airbag.
But the
in front
middle,
of me.
the middle doesn't have a. Oh, in the middle row.
Yeah, I couldn't
Okay.
sit in the front because if there's
Yeah.
an airbag and it hit me in the chest, it
Yeah,
would've
you've been
bad.
you've been toast.
So mom is just like
my
the whole way, and I'm like, but we made it,
Yeah.
and I got to see Patty and give her a hug and
Patty.
give Tycho some kisses, and I think Charlie
Fuck
was
Tycho, God damn it.
Charlie was right there, just being cuter than little Button because he's just a little cute little Button. I love that.
Dude,
little
he
fucker.
has been so enamored with this whole situation.
Hell yeah.
Every time we come home, he wants to go say hi.
Mm-hmm.
And the last couple of days, I'm like, could you just fucking leave Ben alone? I'm like, he's probably
He
sleeping.
didn't listen to you because he still comes on over randomly, and
Oh,
it
does he?
makes my day, and I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I have to be the parent, so I have to think about, oh, what's Ben thinking about? Charlie coming over right now. I don't know what Ben's doing, blah, blah, blah. So it's, I know that everything that he's doing comes from a genuine
God,
place,
I love
of
that.
course, and I love him to
dude.
death, but, I want him to give you some
It's-
space.
But it's just, he's my nephew, and of all my nephews, I've got nieces and nephews. I've got 6 of them.
Yeah.
He's the most there. He wants to be like
Oh,
in my life.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And that gives me a lot of pride to have him always there. And, Ella's getting older. June's got her video games now.
Yeah,
Um,
YouTube.
But Charlie, man, he knocks on the door. He's like, "Oh, Benny, is this your ball over here?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Charlie, you know damn well that's not my ball. I love you. You want to come in?" It's just like,
Yeah.
but it's that's not your ball.
Yeah.
And then he's like pointing at my chest, and I'm like, "You want to see it?" And he's like, and then I show him, and then he like turns around and gets the fuck away.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that freaks him out.
I'm like, "Yeah."
So how's it been since you've been home?
Tough. So had the pain meds to take every 6 hours, and they might have been helping. I don't know, but I just have felt these cold sweats ever since I've been home. Very much like opiate withdrawal, cold sweats, like the entire time. Pain meds would make me feel better for like maybe 20 minutes or so, and then it would just be right back to the cold sweats. And I thought taking less and stretching them out would be better. I think I probably should have just taken them within that first day and a half or whatever as they were prescribed, just boom, and then been done with it. And then I could have just kind of felt cruddy. But no, I took them like for a week afterwards, and kind of just felt teetering on the edge of feeling cruddy. Yesterday, I finally started feeling better. So,
God's the best.
oh my God.
When you come out of the opiate fucking grip,
Yeah.
that fucking death grip, when you wake up and the birds all of a sudden are chirping and like the breeze you feel on your skin isn't lighting you on fire,
Yep.
and you can take like a real shower and you just feel invigorated. Your energy level goes Your energy level goes up.
Energy.
You're fucking. Oh god.
Yeah, my energy has been a lot better. I used to be. I don't know if you remember. Right when I got back, I would talk and I'd be like, "Yeah." So anyway.
Yeah. That's why I've been worried about you on this episode.
Yeah, and I was going on with you. So that was only, I don't know, 3-4 days after I came back. But it was just, if it wasn't one thing, it was another. And I just wasn't feeling comfortable since I got back. I couldn't sleep on my side. Then when I could start sleeping on my side, that was wonderful because I would get full nights of sleep. You know, because I laying on my back, I would have this horrible sleep apnea and it would wake me up every 30 minutes, which was good if I would get 30 minutes. So it's just been progressively getting worse. Now, finally, I'm at a point where it's just, my fucking chest hurts.
Yeah.
Like, they ripped my chest wide open.
So they crack the stern, or do they saw it?
Yeah. So they got a saw right through it. Yeah, let's see. You know, I didn't put my bandage on so I could show the audience.
Yeah, let's do this.
So, yeah, right here is where
Oh my god, that's crazy.
they saw it open.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they've got it like pried open. So a lot of people break ribs during this point. I didn't break any, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then here's the 4 holes for the drain plugs.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 2 little holes, which were wires in case they needed to, like, I think like the first day they had to keep my heart beating at a specific pace.
So it's like a pacemaker that they could.
Yeah, it's like an external pacemaker
Right,
to
okay.
make sure, to kind of help my heart get back on track.
Right.
They shot me so many times. They shot me so many times with meds in my belly right here, my arms. That was just a pin cushion for a long time. But yeah, so they split me open, gave me a new heart valve, a bovine tissue.
Hence,
Yeah.
for the audio listeners, the reason why I was wearing the cow mask was because Ben actually has a cow valve.
Yeah, so they make it out of the sac around the heart. I don't know what they call that sac, but it's a sac around the cow heart.
Okay, so where did you get this mask?
That's from Aunt Christy. That was my first day present.
Aunt Christy.
Then the second day present was this awesome shirt, which will become one of my favorite shirts.
Does it
if
fit-
it isn't already.
Does it fit nice?
Fits nicely.
Custom thing?
I don't know where she got it.
What does it say?
Just
It doesn't say anything. It's just got like a heart monitor
A cow.
thing with a cow drawn into it. Which is
Oh, I didn't
perfect.
even fucking notice that.
You didn't notice the cow? How perfect is that?
That's she had to have made that, dude.
I don't know. We're gonna
Where
have
the fuck would you get? You know what?
reply with that, Christy. Let us know where you got this shirt. But
Yeah.
it is the Port Company.
Bovine Valve gift shop.
That's crazy.
And then the last day we got
Wow, that really went themed.
which was a trip when it came in Amazon because Mom knocks on the door and she's like, "You got another package?" I was like, "All right, day 3 from Aunt Christy," and I like turn it over trying to open it, and I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Is it a stuffed animal that makes that noise?" And I open it up and it's
one of the Moors, one of those classic.
just a Moor cylinder. Moor cylinder.
When you go in for your checkup, you should bring that and like hold it behind your back and be like, "Doc, I don't know what's going on with me.
This is brand new.
This-
Never happened before.
This heart's changing me."
And the nurse is like, "No, I know that sound. That he's farting.
We heard about you, Ben.
What is
We
that?
smelled your
What do you
farts,
got
man.
there?
Is that your bandage?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this on.
Put that bandage."
Yeah. So anyway, I've been doing great, man. Since I've been home, I've had so much support from friends and family.
You sound better.
Oh yeah.
So every time we would talk, I was like, "Ah, man, when's this gonna get better?" Because you were always so winded, and that's why I was so worried about you doing this. And when I asked you to do it, when you said no, I need to do it, I was like, okay, I'm glad he's feeling that way about it. Excuse me again, because you're just so winded, but you sound great.
Yeah. I mean, I get a little winded still when I'm talking. When I get excited, a little overexcited.
I can still hear it a little bit.
I've been going for walks around the block. Patty and I went for a real long one the other day, and around this block behind us, the bigger
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Uh huh.
We got to the farthest end, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
call a
About ready to be like, Mom,
just get a fucking
a lift,
get
and
an Uber.
I need to ride home.
Okay, so Ben, Taylor, do you know where we are? Because did we get started right at 9?
At 120.
We're at 1:20. Okay, so we got 10 minutes.
All right.
Thank you for sharing. I'm so glad that you were able to talk to friends and family and let them know how the whole thing went. And I know obviously you couldn't even share everything because it was really a big fucking ordeal. And we're so happy that you got it taken care of. We can't wait for you to be in full recovery, and that way you can start doing whatever you want to do. If you want to exercise more or whatever the fuck you want to
I
do.
can't wait to start exercising.
Clean the litter box more, whatever it is. Tell your cat to stop. Could you just stop telling the cat? Dude, so when I packed up the other day, I started... he's biting all the cords. So he's just got puncture wounds in all the cords. He comes in and just bites cords.
He does it in the middle of the night when I'm not watching.
Dude, just give him cords. He loves cords.
Oh, God.
He will chew every cord. So,
No, if you give him a cord, he won't like it anymore.
yeah, I know, right? I love you.
I love you.
And I'm so glad that everything went well, and I'm glad that I got to be there in, those moments.
A couple times there I wanted to die, but I'm glad to be on the other side of this, man.
And if you didn't do it, you would have died,
True.
So in the spirit of silly, fun, lightheartedness to sort of counter the sort of harshness of what heart surgery is, I wanted to give you the option, and actually we could probably do this last one for sure, but I wanted to give you the option between... So if you don't know, my brother is a big fucking nerd, actually. He's an incredible musician. He's
Anime.
good. He's a good-looking guy. He's got a big hog. He's funny, but he's also a big fucking dork. And he loves things like anime.
Video games.
He loves video games. He likes solar systems. So you have a choice. So you have a choice between the ultimate Dragon Ball Z quiz, how well do you remember Cowboy Bebop, or the ultimate planets quiz.
Shit, I do fine in all of those.
You think you would, huh?
Yeah. Let's do the planets quiz.
The planets one you're gonna do well, because this one's for chill.
You know what? It's almost more impressive for me to throw out some anime. Shit, can we do a couple?
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the planets quiz. We'll just get this out of the way.
All right, let's do it.
And then we're gonna do either, because I don't think many people can handle 2 anime quizzes. We'll just do one.
All right, we'll just.
So you start thinking, do you want to do Cowboy Bebop? And the reason why I selected those 2 is because you love all sorts of anime. You've probably mentioned 1,000 different names. I don't retain any of that. Now, Dragon Ball Z, I enjoyed. You actually made me watch it, and I started getting into it. And then Cowboy Bebop, we would get high as fuck at your apartment wherever you live.
Beautiful.
And we would Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
We would Cowboy Bebop, and we would
DBZ it.
and we would Bjork it. We'd Cowboy Bebop, and we'd Bjork it.
God, those were the days.
Do you remember that?
Living at Lazyland number 2.
Yeah. So we would Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
and then we would watch maybe an entire Bjork concert.
Yep.
And we would just melt into the couch. Okay, the ultimate planets quiz. This one will be quick. Ready? In order from the sun, where does the Earth sit in the order of the planets?
Third. Okay.
Third from the sun?
Third rock from the sun. I mean,
How many planets are in our solar system?
you could say
6,
8 if
7,
Pluto,
8, or 9.
Well, it depends on if they're considering Pluto a planet, which
Pluto?
would be 9. But it's kind of been taken away from being considered a planet, so 8.
Okay,
but
so
I don't
8.
know where that
So we're
would
going
come
with
from.
8. Next question. Which of these used to be called a planet but isn't anymore?
Pluto. Okay, so it's 8.
Pluto is what he
Pluto.
said, and
Pluto.
nobody forget it. He said Pluto, and I'm probably gonna put that. God,
And if Kyle Day is watching, twoodle.
He doesn't watch.
Kyle Day, not a chance. I don't even think he watched his own brother's episode.
I love you, Kendall, by the way.
Kendi?
Yeah, I love you.
Kendi? Oh my God, we went and played Continental again,
I saw pictures.
and good God, bro, I played so bad, but he actually captured. I got a 25-foot big fucking left or right breaker. He filmed it, and I fucking drained it for birdie. What are the planets named after? Roman gods, Greek gods, Egyptian gods, or members of BTS?
Shit, are they Greek or Roman?
Oh
I
wow.
want to say Roman, I guess.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Which is the
Pluto's
largest planet in our solar system?
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay. Which planet has the most moons?
Oh shit.
Earth, Jupiter, Uranus, or Saturn?
I think it's Saturn. Fuck. Jupiter. Jupiter.
Don't do that. I got quick thumbs.
Okay, Saturn. Saturn.
What?
Keep it on Saturn.
No, I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it. I'm just saying don't do that again. Jupiter? Jupiter if you're from Chile.
Jupiter. Fuck.
Jupiter.
Yeah, that's actually a tough question. I don't know if it's Jupiter or Saturn. so
Okay,
I'm
this
gonna
is for I think
stick
this is
with
for
Jupiter.
5th graders. And why is the Earth the only planet in our solar system with life? Because it has water, because it has oxygen, because it is exactly right distance from the sun, or all of the above?
All the above.
All of the above. Which is the hottest planet in our solar system? Earth, Neptune, or Venus?
Venus, even though it's the second furthest away, but it's got a
Venus.
runaway
Oh.
atmosphere.
Your score is 7 out of 8.
Shit, so I missed the amount of moons then, huh? It was Saturn?
Which planet has the most moons? You selected Jupiter and it was
Saturn.
So you fucked it up. 7 out of 8.
Well, at least I knew where I went wrong.
Jupiter, if you live in Chile.
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay, so Dragon Ball Z quiz?
Dragon Ball Z quiz. Let's do it.
Or Cowboy Bebop?
Let's do Dragon Ball Z.
Or Bjork?
Dragon Ball Z is massive world,
Okay.
massive universe.
Okay, so massive world, massive universe, and actually probably massive fan base
Yeah.
compared
so-
to Cowboy Bebop.
And there's some pretty intense people out there, so I don't know how well I'm going to do on this, but I feel
Okay,
like
are
I
you
would
ready?
do pretty good. Yeah.
This is going to end the episode. I think
All
there are
right.
37 questions.
let's fucking smash through these.
Okay, what race is Goku?
He's a Saiyan.
Okay. Why is it not letting me go to the next question? What the fuck? Hold on a second. Why is this?
Spin it.
Okay, whatever, dude. This
Twist
is
it.
all of a sudden.
Pop
It's
it.
how do I go to the
Pop it.
Saiyan? Okay, correct.
All right.
Who is Goku? What was that noise?
I don't know.
That's my phone.
Oh, it was. Oh my god! It sounded like
Wow, sounded like a bass drum or like
sounded like Goku just came in the door.
yeah.
Just came.
Just came. Super Saiyan jizz.
There's a lot of anime, or
What do you think?
fanime
What do you-
made like that.
Oh
shit,
really?
doing that
So
kind
what
of
is
shit.
Goku jizz? Lightning bolts?
No, just like people blow up and
Fat
stuff.
loads.
I don't know.
Oh, they just when he comes, he just blows up.
Not specifically
the-
that,
what's
but
the
no,
worst?
you'll see it like where it'll be like. I guess I feel like I've never looked it up
Sentai?
specifically.
What is it called? Sentai?
Hentai.
Hentai. So you actually watch it, and I have seen it. Okay. Who is Goku's brother?
Brother Bardock.
So is it who is Goku's brother? Vegeta, Gohan, Raditz,
Oh, it's
or Nappa?
Raditz. It's Raditz. Fuck. Okay, yeah, Raditz.
Correct.
Bardock. That's his dad.
Well, don't fuck this up, Ben.
Okay, keep going.
Jesus Christ. Where does Boku live? Where does Roku? I mean, where does Goku live? Earth, Namek, planet Vegeta, or Alpha?
Earth.
He lives at Earth.
Yeah.
Vagina. Does he live in Vagina? Uranus.
Planet Vegeta, yo.
Okay, who teams up with Goku to fight Reddits?
Raditz.
Raditz.
I can name
Raditz.
this.
But
Piccolo.
Piccolo is correct. Who is Goku's eldest son?
Gohan.
Gohan is correct. Who does Goku train with in Other World? In Other World before the fight. So an Asian guy wrote this. Who in Goku trained with in the other world?
Is that before Cell?
Sorry, hold on. Who does Goku train with in Other World before fighting the Saiyans? Pikkon, Supreme Kai, Grand Kai, or King Kai? Who does Goku train with in Other World before fighting Saiyans?
Before fighting Saiyans, that is.
Pikkon, Supreme Kai, Grand Kai, or King Kai?
That's really weird. That's a really weird question because he doesn't really ever fight against. Okay, Grand Kai. No. What are they? King Kai. Sorry, the answer is King Kai. Yeah.
And it's correct. So, why were you trying to disprove? The
that
question?
was just a weird question.
It was worded weird.
I guess the Saiyans would be No, that makes sense. I'm
Okay,
just being sensitive.
For those of you who are big fucking DBZ, what is it? DBZ. DBZ fans out there. I don't know. You guys are connecting? I don't know.
Yeah, we're connecting.
What path leads King Kai's house? What path leads to King Kai's house? Tiger Way, Snake Way, Tiger Path, or Dragon Path?
Snake Way.
Snake Way? That's correct. Wow. You're just killing it right now. What move does King Kai teach Goku?
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
No.
You-
Sorry.
Jeez.
No. Kaioken.
It's Kamehameha, Destructo Disc, Spirit Bomb, or Triple Beam Cannon.
Say those again.
Kamehameha, Destructo Disc, Spirit Bomb, or Triple...
Spirit Bomb.
It is Spirit Bomb. So, but you got it wrong, by the way.
You click Kamehameha first?
Yeah, of course.
All right. No,
Because
no,
you said Kamehameha, you said it was such vigor.
I know,
I
but
was
Master Roshi taught him Kamehameha.
So stop doing
I'll
that.
stop.
Because
doing
there are
that.
multiple choice questions.
Let's just remember that I got everything right. Always.
No, you got that one wrong, and I'm going to stick to it because you did. Who has 3 eyes?
Tien.
Correct. Who is the prince of all Saiyans?
Vagina.
Vagina is correct. I always thought Vegeta was the second bitch, but he's straight.
He's the prince of all Saiyans. That's why they named the Saiyan planet Vegeta.
But he's, from what I remember, Goku was the shit, and Vegeta was kind of a dick,
yeah. Well,
right? Wasn't he?
So you know that earlier question where they're talking about who did he train with before he fought the Saiyans?
Yes.
Vegeta was one of the Saiyans he had to fight, and it was
Right.
real early on in Dragon Ball Z.
Fajita?
And Vegeta was like known as the strongest Saiyan at that point, and then Goku became stronger. after
Goku was
that.
like, yo, bro, you're a fucking dick.
He's like, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan, bitch.
Okay. What does Vegeta turn into in his first fight with Goku? A demon, a Namekian, a dinosaur, or a great ape?
Great ape.
Great ape is correct. Which move damages Goku's body? A spirit bomb, a Kyoken, a Kamehameha, or a triple beam cannon?
Kaioken.
Kyoken!
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
No.
What is he saying there?
I don't know, but
Kyoken!
God, they make some great Street Fighter animes though.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Don't care. Who is Goku's wife? Chi-Chi? Chi-Chi?
Chi-Chi is his wife, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Chi-Chi.
Fucking Chi-Chi. I know.
Okay, what is used to wish Goku? What is used to wish
Dragon
Goku?
Balls.
Correct. Where do
Namek? Namekian?
Namekian where does Namekian live? Namek, Earth, planet Vagina, or Alpha?
Where does who? Namekia?
Where do Namekians live?
Probably planet Namek. But I think they live on Earth now because their planet was destroyed. So it depends on when.
Oh my God.
That dude's not good.
This guy it's English second language for sure. Maybe
Dragon Ball Z.
They
though.
came from
This
planet
goes-
Namek, so we'll give him Namek.
Namek.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Who destroyed planet Vagina? Vagina, Nappa,
Frieza.
Correct. I remember Frieza.
Hello, Goku. That's when Goku went Super Saiyan to beat Frieza.
I think I fell off when apes came into it. I was like, apes? Why are we doing apes? Yeah. What, do they get bored?
Dude, those apes are when they became the most powerful.
I just didn't. I was like, come on with the fucking apes, dude. I was like, what is this? Okay.
They barely became apes ever.
Okay, who created Dragon Balls and Namek? Grand Elder Guru, Piccolo, Nail, or Kami?
Kami.
Who created the Dragon Balls on Namek? Grand Elder Guru, Piccolo.
Oh, on Namek. Okay, so it's
Specifically
going to be
to Namek.
Grand Elder Guru.
Okay, Grand Elder Guru.
Yeah.
Grand Elder Goo. Okay,
Great character.
how many forms does Frieza have? 1, 2, 4, or 3? I love how they just switched the order just for fun, you know?
Well, he's got his little weird sitting in his wheelchair form.
Okay.
Then he's got his weird alien head snake form.
No clue. 2?
Fuck Well,
Why are you holding up 3 fingers and you only named 2 things?
well, there's
Why are you
gonna be
holding
there's 100% a third, but I forget if there's one in between.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say they're talking about because there's now a golden Frieza, which is a new form, so it's 100% 4 now, but that's Dragon Ball Super, so 3.
4.
Really? I lost.
That one I kind of feel like you need. I can't give it to you. Okay.
No, I didn't earn that one.
Okay. Who leads the Ginyu Force?
Ginyu Force, Captain Ginyu, yo.
Captain Ginyu. God, this fucking
Of course.
question was dog shit.
Those guys were so cheesy. I loved
Who
them.
lives on Dingaling Mountain? Dingalings? Dongalongs? It's like, yeah, the Dingalings. It's fucking.
Who was the leader of the Carl group? Carl?
Trick question, man.
Jared?
Jerry? Or okay, so which can be eaten to heal from wounds quickly? A special
Senzu beans.
Sinzu beans. God, you are a dork. Holy
Yep.
shit, dude. Who turned Super Saiyan on Namek?
That's when Goku turned Super Saiyan.
All right, Goku, correct. Who cuts Frieza in half?
That would be Trunks.
Goku, Krillin, Frieza, or Vegeta?
Oh, well, then it is Goku.
Oh, really?
And it's Frieza.
Wait, cuts who in half?
Who cuts Frieza in half?
And the answer is Frieza.
That's what it says.
All right, let's just stick with that.
Give me a counter.
Trunks.
It was Trunks.
It was Trunks.
So this is just that's just a malfunction.
Well,
They just
Goku actually cut him in half at one point. That's true.
It's true.
He cut himself in half because he threw an energy thing, and then Goku fucking jumped right next to Frieza and then got out of the way, and Frieza's own thing cut himself in half. That's true. I got that wrong.
So this fucking quiz is actually baller.
It's pretty baller.
Okay, here we go. Who comes from the future to warn the
Trunks.
Z Warriors?
Trunks. Trunks.
Every question is
Trunks.
or every answer. What kind of virus does Goku have?
Heart virus.
Oh, what? It all
I
comes full
knew
circle.
that I was super. He had, what is it called? Heart virus?
It's just called heart.
Virus. Yeah.
It all comes. Should we end on that?
Wow.
Let's end it on that, dude.
Well, then we won't know what you scored on.
Oh,
the
okay,
quiz.
okay.
That will fuck with my OCD. Bad.
Let's do it.
Real man. The guys in Scar sketch you want to know. I have no idea how many questions there are, so that's the
Turbo
problem.
quiz. I don't get the multiple choice. I just have to answer.
Okay. What enemy does Trunks warn the Z Warriors about? Frieza, androids, Boo, or Raditz?
Androids.
Correct. Where does the hyperbolic time chamber?
Crime.
Where is? God damn it! Where is the hyperbolic time chamber? Namek outside Goku's house, just right outside, next to the outhouse. Master Roshi's island or Kami's lookout?
Call me a lookout.
Okay. Who does Piccolo fuse with to fight the androids?
Nail. Hold on.
Nail's not a fucking answer.
It's not Nail then. It is
Can't be.
Piccolo fuses with
Goku, Kami, Tien, or Vegeta?
Vagina.
Goku. Wait, who does Piccolo fuse with?
Who does Piccolo fuse with to fight the androids? I mean, it's a fucking standard question, Ben.
And the question and the answers are
Goku, Kami, Tien.
Oh, it's Kami. Sorry, Kami.
Kami bastard. God damn it.
Kami bastard.
Spelled with a K.
It is Kame.
Kami bastard spelled with a K. You know what I'm saying? All right. What does Trunks sacrifice to get stronger in the fight with Cell?
Speed.
Speed. Excellent. Who is the first Z Warrior to go to Super Saiyan 2?
Gohan.
Correct.
That was amazing. He
What
was
is-
fighting
wh-
Cell.
what is-
Sorry,
Do you need to
I
fucking...
was remembering that fight.
Ben needs to fucking Super Saiyan out of his...
Shut up, Taylor. You're enjoying this.
Just make it through, Taylor. Just make it through. I gotta pee so bad. Don't...
I got a fart.
Do you get a fart?
Uh-huh.
Let it rip. Oh, that was good.
I gotta wipe my
Patty!
ass
Patty!
so bad.
Get in here, Patty. Okay, what is Gohan's superhero name? The Great Saiyan Baby, Mr. Satan?
Saiyaman.
Saiyaman! Who was the first to fuse in the show? Who was the first to fuse in the snow?
I think it was Goten and Trunks.
Goten and Trunks.
Is that an answer?
That is an answer, and it was correct. That was a good one.
I'm good.
Are you feeling good about this?
I'm feeling pretty
I bet
good
you
about
are.
this.
That's kind of
yeah.
you're like my memories because we thought you might have some brain damage.
Dude,
coming out of the
I
surgery.
came out and I still remember everything.
Yeah, Mom was very worried that you were gonna have brain damage.
He retired.
Because she's mom.
Was you retarded?
I'm not retarded.
Okay. What is Gohan's top form at the end of Buu Saga?
Spirited.
Super Saiyan 2, Mystic Gohan, Super Saiyan 3, or Super Saiyan Blue?
Mystic Gohan. Come on. Really, that's what they're calling
I
it?
mean, didn't we all fucking know this?
God, it's a spirit. Whatever.
Come
okay, I guess
on.
Mystic Gohan works.
Mystic Gohan, the fucking Gohan. Okay, who does Goku and Vegeta fuse into?
Go on forever.
I know.
Gogeta or
Gogeta-
Vegito. Depends.
Gogeta. That's an answer.
Vegito's not? Because
No, it wasn't. And you got it right. So let's move on. What is Goku's top form at the end of Buu Saga? Did we already do that?
Super Saiyan 3 at the Buu Saga.
You got it. What move does Goku use to defeat Buu?
Spirit Bomb.
Correct.
Remember where he learned that?
Oh my God! The
King
ultimate
Kai
dragon.
Palace.
Do I remember? Not a chance.
That's earlier.
I remember very few things actually. The ultimate Dragon Ball Z quiz, you scored 91%.
Oh, not bad.
You're a true expert.
Fuck yeah, I am.
You got 32 out of 35 correct.
And I knew those other three, so
You scored better than 31% of quiz takers. The other fucking 69% are not getting a 69. I can tell you that much right now.
no. I love you all.
Ben, I love you. Thank
Love
you so
you,
much
brother.
for coming on the show. We will have Ben Heckaman on again when Cameron is sitting here. Unless Cam decides, I don't fucking know. Is he going to show up again? We have no fucking clue.
Guest stars for now on.
Next week is going to be a buddy of ours, and we are very excited about that episode. We will see you next time. Peace out. I love
Peace
you.
out. Love you all. Thank you for the support.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We can't believe you stayed.